I'm going to invite Senator Ciccone to come on up. Okay. That's all we got for Senator Ciccone.
I wasn't leaving, I was looking for Gasper. Let me begin by giving a few remarks that some of the previous speakers have made. Being able to go to the market, being able to see a doctor when needed, being able to attend social activities, and being able to see my friends. That's all the items that the people that do not have a driver's license in Rhode Island face. They become unhealthy because they can't get around. So I'm pleased that over the last 5 years I've worked with my colleague on the House side, Representative Williams, to introduce the driving bill for undocumented, and we've changed it over the course of the years with the help of different groups and different individuals that came before us. What troubles me, before I get into what I have to say, is that over the last 5 years, there were 2 individuals that came in and testified against the bill. Just 2. When we had more than 2 that spoke in favor of the bill, but yet the bill went nowhere. I didn't understand why. And then it hit me. Everybody feels that this bill is a handout. This bill is a handout for the Latino community. You're wrong. It's no handout. It isn't a helping hand. It is a right that everyone that pays taxes in the state of Rhode Island deserves. And it's not for Latinos. It's for every group that is here that cannot obtain it. Now, I spoke to my friend, Representative Williams, and her and I, we share a common boundary in the 7th Ward, where I come from, and she has a part of, and we agree and disagree on things. And I mentioned to her that I was approached by someone from the governor's staff that said that she would like to put her stamp on it. As was said before, as long as it passes, I don't believe that my ownership is going to make any difference to it. I like somebody that's going to be able to work with the House and with leaders around the state so they can embrace the bill and get it passed. That's all I care about. Whether my name goes on in history, whether I'm re-elected or not, let's pass the bill. I could care less. I want the bill passed. We talk about an immigration problem, whether the governor signed it or not. It isn't the governor that created it. We have Congress that's been in power. Let's not blame the Democrats. Let's not blame the Republicans. For years, they've done nothing. They have not handled the immigration problem. So as you heard, there were 12 states that took it upon themselves to say, look, we have undocumented people here that are working, contributing to our state, but yet can't drive. How can we fix the problem? To make the roads safer, to make the insurance industry grow, to make our economy grow. Well, they passed a bill similar to what we have here. And with the acquiescence of the community that's worked with us, and I'm glad the Immigration Coalition is now working with us also to help out and move this here. One of the items in here that one of the senators that approached me said, well, I don't like it. I said, well, that's fine. You don't have to like it, but it's been agreed to. And it's different than every other citizen in the state of Rhode Island. But it's been agreed to that you have to show proof that you have paid taxes within the state for the 2 previous years prior to obtaining the license. You also have to maintain your insurance. Somebody said, well, you can buy it for 6 months and drop it after a month. Not anymore. There's an interface with the registry and all the insurance companies that once you drop it, it's an automatic flag to the registry, and they will come and get your registration and license. So it will make the roads safer. It will put an extra burden on the people that are looking for it. But guess what? They agree to it. They want to contribute. They want to help this state. I see no reason, and I'll tell you that I had 18 senators co-sign my bill this year. It's gone up every year. And this year, I think I hit a maximum of 18, which was unprecedented. And I'd like to thank Senator Kano, who's here, and I see Senator Quesada that's here, and I see Senator Golden that's here, and Senator Murray that's here. So I'd like to thank them for attending, because all of them have signed that bill also. Let us, as I said, it's no handout. This bill requires everyone that's looking for this driving license to follow the same rules and conditions that every citizen in this state that is a resident of the state, a legal resident, has to follow. They have to go to a class, they have to take a test, they have to take a driving test. So there is no difference. People pick and choose, well, they don't have to do this. Well, you're wrong. You never read the bill. So I'm going to conclude with this. I have testified the last 4 years passionately before the Senate Judiciary Committee, talking about our Statue of Liberty, talking about the right, talking about our flag, hope. And I can only say that the time is now. We are looking for money within this state. We have a budget, and I don't know if anybody reads it, but we're not raising the taxes. Okay, you're not raising the taxes, but you have more on hidden fees that are like a tax, where the only thing you need to do is expand this driving bill and let people drive. You'll have more registration money coming in, you'll have license fees coming in, you'll have insurance coming in, and the ability of more sales tax because they can move around. Before I leave, I'm going to give you a quick story that I gave probably 2 years ago when I testified. And I saw somebody here that works out in the field. A friend of mine owns a company, and he has a person that works for him that is an excellent welder. Unfortunately, the person has to get a ride to work because he can't get a license. He's undocumented. A piece of equipment for the owner of this company broke down, and it was on a big job. And the individual that was the supervisor went out, looked at the piece of equipment and said, we need to bring this back to the garage to fix, which would have basically shut that job down until the piece of equipment went back to the job. One of the other workers on there said, why don't we call Mr. X and have him come out here? So they called back to the garage, and this individual who was undocumented went out, looked at it, and said, bring a welder out here, welding machine, and a couple of pieces of metal, and I can fix that within 20 minutes, which he did. Now, if this was a normal company that wouldn't allow this undocumented to work and have another individual driving around, the job would have been shut down for a while, and that individual would not hold that job. He is still working for the company, he is still being driven around, and there are other companies and individuals similar to him that are contributing to the state but can't advance themselves because they have no license. It is unconscionable in this day and age that this state doesn't join the other 12 states. So with that, I thank you. I welcome you all to support this. Go out and talk to your senators. There are still 17 on our side that don't agree, and also the people in the House of Representatives that need more of a push than the Senate does. So with that, I thank you, and I hope you're all going to work after this, and this coalition can make a big difference in this bill being passed this year. Thank you very much.